are in the pasta making room at Michael Smith's restaurant.
We're going to make some raviolis, some tomato paste raviolis. We're going to make some courgette, and maybe I'll roll out and make a little bit of some bow tie pasta. We'll make these super long, and we'll have multiple sections ready, so we just have to sort of, assemble and go.
And
so,
how many? This is so paper thin. I like.
It's on level 2, but I mean, it's like, yeah, you want to be able to sort of lightly see through it.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, look, there's a school of thought that where it's supposed to be as thin as possible, and that's the sort of French. Alain Ducasse did that in the 80s and 90s, and he does. And the French do these beautiful and they're micro thin, and you can see through them. But that's not. It doesn't have the texture. The Italians have a thickness of their pasta for a reason,
right?
Because you want that pasta chew, and so that's beautiful.
So you're putting a little bit of the tomato sauce. Do you make that here?
This is tomato paste that
okay.
I sun-dried myself.
Oh.
So we're making a ravioli,
okay.
Kind of a reverse ravioli. We're going to serve it with a ricotta sauce. So instead of putting the ricotta in the ravioli, we put the tomato in the ravioli.
Okay, I didn't know they had these little, what would you call this, cookie cutter?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they got every mold you can think of.
Just
crimp.
roll?
You just roll and it should crimp. So, but you have to probably go back and see if, make sure that the edges are done. We got raviolis. So, we only serve 800 per person, so you got to make like 10,000. So then if so these courgettes, I'll just use a piece that I already have out. These are stamps, and a lot of times they had the family crest, or you have your own style, your own design.
A snowflake.
Yeah.
Reminds me of pizzelles.
Yeah, almost
Another
the same
thing my grandma used to make.
So you can. So the deal on these is that they come in a set.
Okay.
So then you stamp. You cut it out.
Oh, cool. Look at that.
Nobody serves these anymore. You don't see them anywhere.
And you don't
see them in Italy. I mean, you see them in New York or, maybe, but you don't see them around here.
And so how do you serve this? You're not going to fill it, right? You're
No,
going, okay,
just like that.
Just like that. And what kind of sauce is
it's
appropriate for it?
So that's one thing about Italian cooking is that the reason gnocchi have the ridges is to catch sauce.
Right.
Penne, same thing. And so this is going to be, you're probably not going to serve this with like a big chunky meat ragu like that. Something
too delicate.
Yeah, something like in the spring we were doing them with fava beans and spring onions, ramps. So it's full and chunky, but it's flat-ish, and it sort of coincides with the shape of the pasta. If you did bow tie, and then you let it dry.
And so all you have to do is pinch it.
I mean, you would have a sheet of pasta, and then we like to make the outside would be, the same. We would curl like this.
And I think sometimes we think these are such complicated shapes, but look at that.
Well,
just pinch them together.
Yeah. So you would either pinch it like that and hold it with a little bit of egg wash if you wanted, if you were nervous. But it would be a little thicker probably, and we would freeze it to really let it hold its shape. Even though we're making fresh pasta, you always want to go in the freezer with these. If you just set these in the fridge, I mean, unless you put them on a bunch of like semolina like this, we keep these around for some of our raviolis. They're gonna stick and they'll be goopy and sticky, and you won't even be able to get them apart in 3 hours. So almost always go in the freezer, and then so these will help set then, and they won't come apart when you're cooking them.
Awesome. Well, thank you. That's a great tip.